Hello. The music just faded out for me. I didn't even have to do that. It just did it itself. Ain't that something? I know it's a Tuesday. Generally I'm live on Tuesdays when like there's a Overwatch season or something or other. But there's none like that. I'm just going live to go live. Not really know for how long though. Look at this guy. I swear I've seen him around. The name sounds familiar, especially. Oh yeah, that's right. Well, I have some news. I didn't go live to share the news, but I thought I might as well while I'm live. Give me a second. I was trying to find my napkins. Okay. So I'm probably going to be talking about this a lot in the future. But I'm assuming if you are watching, you probably enjoy my streams. Well,
let's get it done.
You might be seeing a little bit more of me during the last week of October, because I have once again scheduled my week-long vacation for the end of October. Now, I know that, it sounds like 7 streams in a row. What it will actually be is, if I can help it, more like 9 streams in a row. The timetable is starting... Well, actually, it'll be longer than that, right? Because I'll be streaming on Friday, too. So it'll be like, what, 10 streams? So it'll be starting on, like, the 24th. And it'll go through to, like, November 2nd or 3rd. One of those. And I probably won't have, like, huge streams every day. What I did last year was I tried to do like a 12-hour stream. I ended up hurting my back really bad because I think it was because I was playing Split Second too intently. It hurt my back. But I've got a better chair now. And I don't really mind taking Tylenol in case I hurt my back. I'm probably already autistic enough. So, that being said, I don't really plan on doing a 12-hour stream. During my vacation this summer, I didn't do a 12-hour. And yet I still hurt my shoulder somehow. But that being said, I'll be wide open to a 12-hour, right? Or maybe even longer. It really depends on how things go. Because what I notice is that 12-hour streams are nearly impossible if you don't, like... If you're not really enjoying what you're doing, if you don't really have a group to do it with, you're just gonna struggle. Because, like, if I'm in a stream and I'm with someone that I can, like, talk to, I look at the time and I'm like, oh my god, I've been going for, 9 hours. So it's kind of a matter of how things play out. Like, will I have someone to talk to? Will time go quickly? Because during my last 12-hour, while I had fun, it was a bit of a struggle. I was literally just doing the 12-hour for the 12-hour. And it was a bit of a struggle. I had so many games that I was playing that I was, like, just jumping to and fro games. It was a learning experience. I mean, for a lot of people, 12 hours is just a common stream, right? So it's not even really that big of a deal. Easy. Okay, I'm planning on doing this anyway, so let's just do Clockwork. There's no dungeons with Clockwork foes, is there? Think of a trial, but not a dungeon. As I mentioned, my tooth pain is kind of gone. For those that don't know, I had my tooth extracted. And there were complications, unfortunately. I ended up getting, like, dry socket, which is pretty painful.
Good to get stocked up.
I mean, I had a rough time, but luckily I went back to the dentist and we started the healing process over. Obviously, it's still kind of weird to not have a tooth, and it's still like the slightest bit tender, I think. But it's getting less and less tender. That charge, though. Okay, while I'm doing this, I want to look for, let's see, Golden Pursuits. Cryptid Hearts 2, Dire Frost Keep, Spindle Clutch 2. So let's do Fungal Grotto 2, Cryptid Hearts 2, Spindle Clutch 2, all those 2s, and then Dire Frost. Because that Spindle Clutch Banished Cells and Crypt. Oh god, Fungal Grotto. Wait, yeah, Fungal Grotto. That's what I selected, right? Oh crap, I selected Banished Cells. Shit. Ah. That's just the kind of man I am. That's why I always second guess myself. Spin D clutch. My frames are still weird. I don't know if it shows up on stream because my stream outputs in 30 frames per second and I play in 60. My frames still are slightly weird. She's just gonna go. I like how they spelled nightmare like a knight. It's like what they did in Lego Racers. I mean, those are the only people who can die. Are they actually using an opal piece? Yeah, we get it.
Over there, it's Maril.
Sudarim, I thought you were dead. They came in the night, overwhelmed us.
Who did this? Where's Atavar?
I don't know. Atavar and Falor ran further in when we were attacked.
Atavar, where are you?
A little mind, the size of that thing.
Oh, that was close. That was close. That would have been embarrassing, huh? Still would have been embarrassing, huh? There we go.
Now a guard.
Yes, it is I.
That settles it.
Tuesday night weather.
Vampires.
Vampires. You think they know what they're dealing with?
Hello, Leaf. I'm still a bit off-put about my weird frames. Don't know what's up. It's like sometimes it's kind of slow and then sometimes it moves like the way too expensive TV at your parents' house. And it's like, oh my god, you don't need motion smoothing on, holy fuck.
Sudarim escaped.
Yes, Braxton. The Whisperer is gone.
No, you can't be here. I was going to rescue you. Then I heard her voice.
It's over, Braxton. You can rest now.
Boss, I don't think he's listening.
You're one of her illusions. I won't let you stop us.
Why is nothing ever easy?
Join my nightmare. Do you see?
I like how he's talking all cool to things that he thinks are illusions. But 4K AI brightening with 10K resolution, 50,000 frames per second. Yeah, we all need that.
I don't want you to see it. Get out of here.
See, at that point, he even says like, "I don't want to see you anymore," which implies that he actually truly does not believe that we are illusions. I think he knows that he's just lying to himself. Okay, Red Ring of Death?
I can't.
No, not yet, not yet. TV's so powerful you get acute radiation sickness every time you turn it on. Back in the day, we just had TVs that would make you feel fuzzy when you got close to them. And now you get radiation sickness. Okay, there's the red ring. Oh crap, he died. He freaking died. I didn't even realize this. I just look at the corner of my eye. That's like an instant death, so I don't really think I could have helped him there.
Did you hear that? There's someone alive over here. Help me get this cocoon open. Valor, can you hear me?
Boss, they have Atavar. Nasty looking bloodsucker.
I don't care how nasty their leader is. We're smashing every...
I want them to do a follow-up to this dungeon. I feel like they could have done that in 2020. I feel like they could have expanded on the story a bit more, you know, the vampire stuff. They still can. I wonder if they ever planned to, because I mean, like, Celine's Web got a sequel. I know it would technically be a trilogy. You got like Spindle Clutch 1, 2, and then a follow-up, but I think it'd be awesome. Okay, here we go. Gotta get them all at the same time. Doing good, doing good. Okay, one's going down a little bit too fast. Alright, it's whatever. I'm glad I got the veteran version.
Now you die. Set it ablaze.
Let me get my task manager back up. Task manager. Okay, we've got performance up. So yeah, don't expect like we're not doing like a really long stream today. I was thinking about like probably just even sticking with just ESO. Doing it a little bit because I also wanted to talk about some news that, well, I mentioned before, but no one really heard because it was way too early. But the news is that and I mentioned this before in my Discord, but this is an update. It seems pretty likely that I will once again be taking my vacation at the end of October, just like I did last year. So that means that we're talking like, it would kind of start on the 24th, and I would probably be doing streams every day until like the 2nd or 3rd. That's pretty much confirmed. I haven't gotten it officially confirmed, but I put in the request. And I talked about it with my supervisor. I was originally supposed to take a vacation in December, but that's a blackout season for my company, so they don't allow you to take days off in December. So I decided, fine. I'm surprised they let me choose October, because I would think that would be way too soon, you know. I thought I had waited too long to even ask for a vacation. But my supervisor asked me specifically, he's like, you want to take any time off next month? And I was like, maybe? I mean, it depends if I could go in December. But he checked, and I can't. So that means I'm taking October. But yeah, still though, it's pretty soon. It surprised me.
Atavar, where are you?
I don't like this.
Atavar, wake up. Wake up.
Have to agree with the elf boss. There's some serious magic here. This place screams ambush.
Ambush. What a lovely idea. Still alive. Come. Speak us of your sorrows.
Oh, check it! Look! It's a Nord character who isn't obsessed with me, and who isn't an absolute dumbass. Or maybe we're trying to go for the HM. We're dragging him away here. Up, back up. That could have been pretty rough. I've never had anyone push him into this area before. He's still getting his feeding in. Isn't that what we try to avoid? Hi Darklight, how you doing? There we go. Here's a good little base game dungeon. Of course, I had all this. What was the dungeon I did recently that I actually didn't have
What
stuff?
are we up to today?
It's like Crypt of Hearts or something. I actually didn't have something. I was like, what? It was some base game. I'm a little tired too. The stream probably won't be long for that reason, but it looks like he got absolutely demolished. Oh,
Ready to move out.
it just looks like he got like he made. Oh, he's gone. He's gone. It's a good thing I got that picture.
Thank you for freeing us. You can't imagine the things we've seen.
Oh, I've been around, ma'am. I've been around. So I'm not quite sure, like, is this, like, Atavar as in, like, absolutely dead, or is he, like, vampire dead? I don't know. He looks dead to me.
The divine
But-
before, even when my wife. Even when you took my wife, I accepted it as fate. But Atavar, how can I accept that? If anyone deserves your mercy, it is.
See, he says free him
Atavar.
from this curse.
Please, Stendarr.
So, it's like, is he a vampire
free
now?
him from this curse.
'Cause he looks
Bring
dead to me.
back my son.
And I know vampires are dead, but you know what I mean. Because, I mean, like, what they could do for a third dungeon to continue this is they could have Atavar be, like, the main villain, or maybe even be, like, a vampire that joined Ravenwatch or something, and have him be, like, the quest giver. Maybe have his dad there. The thing is, though, is that you have to get the voice actors back, and getting, I don't know, like, maybe it would be rough getting Sudarim's voice actor back, because you gotta, like, track him down. I don't know if there's anything preventing it, but for Atavar, you don't have to worry about that, because no one knows what Atavar sounds like. Right? Or is Atavar... No, Atavar was in the first dungeon, so you do know what he sounds like. Never mind. That's right. I forgot. Even so, I feel like it would be neat. Coral Airy is a pledge today. I haven't done Coral Airy in a hot minute. It's a dungeon that came out in quarter 3. Wait. No. Quarter 1 of 2022. Blackheart Haven, Coral Airy, Elden Hollow. Well, I wouldn't mind a Coral Airy.
I always find myself in a better mood after a meal.
Every day you come. Coral Eye, the one I can't help but envy.
Alright, well, I'm gonna try to probably get Veteran, but if I can't get Veteran, I will probably just aim for normal. It's not like I'm queuing. Oh my god. What the heck? I was gonna say, it's not like I'm queuing on the UESP where I always get really, really nervous when, like, it's like, how long is this queue gonna take? You know, I got a limited time, people are wanting to see content, you know.
Ascending Order on one side, Yaga on the other. Jakarn, what have you gotten yourself into this time? Don't think you could get the drop on me, whoever you are. I did some scouting around the cove. It looks like this is the only entrance to the Ascendant Order's hideout that isn't secure. Unfortunately, the reason for that is a lot of angry Yagra trying to close.
Oh, someone's on quest.
We'll have to push through.
The worst part about this dungeon is that you're here to rescue Jakarn. Sorry, Jakarn lovers. I didn't mean to offend all three of you. Okay, well, okay, if we're being real, let me explain myself. Jakarn was just like, he's just like a character, you know, before High Isle. And then in High Isle, he just kind of seemed shoehorned in, and also, it seemed like literally every second he was, like, really harassing someone. Be it me, be it anyone, I don't care who, in our group. He's always harassing people. Oh, that's not cool. I mean, he was helpful, and he's not a villain. Oh, holy shit. How the heck? I'm sorry. How did that happen? I'm sorry. I didn't... How low were they? Like, was that like a 100 to 0 kind of a thing? Or do they want to do secret bosses? Oh, no, they're just lost. Okay. Okay, we're gonna be going this way. Oh. We're doing secrets, okay. Jakarn's voice actor is also, you say it Bloom? Steve Bloom. And he voices, like, Spike, Cowboy Bebop. That's obvious, right? Ignore the wheezing. So, let's see, he also plays, Zeb Aurelius from Star Wars Rebels. You can kind of hear it in his voice. You know, Steve Bloom does like a lot of voices for Rebels. I think like quite often he ends up playing like stormtroopers and stuff because you can hear his voice. It's like, oh, that stormtrooper sounds like Jakarn. It's weird. This is such a weird thing. Like this section, this like is built by the Psijics to contain this slode. Oh my goodness. So the Psijics set up that like prison for this slode. It's really interesting seeing the magic act very computerized, you know? What's your guys' favorite dungeon? Like, I'm talking a dungeon that comes up and you're like, oh, I always love this dungeon, like every time. Like, no matter what. We're talking, even if you're doing hard mode veteran or whatever, you won't be upset. For me, it's on Unhallowed Grave. Always on Hallowed Grave. I don't care if, like, people are trying a gem, we're doing every secret boss, I'm always happy. Hold on. Hold on. I'll get her. Boom. Oh, wait, hold on. Is he not over here? Oh, he is. I wonder why they didn't get so many shields. Probably just because of how they're built. This is like one of the best bosses in the game, just period. This is like the boss that I love when I do Corollary. It's a shame that it's at the start and not like at the end. Because it's just kind of like, oh, that's done. But it's definitely my favorite boss in the dungeon and one of my favorites in the game because it's so original, right? I mean, you never really forget this boss. You get like this huge whirlpool, big water spout in the middle, and you're just kind of like moving in a circle. It's very mechanic heavy, and I like that. Okay, I'm going where they're going. Where y'all going? Here? Okay. No. Okay. Ow. Shit. So I'm here. My frames are fine here, and weirdly enough, my frames were fine in Wayrest of all places. Like, you'd expect me to be collapsing in Wayrest, so what's up? But yeah, I don't really have any specific plans for my vacation. I don't know if I'm going to be doing a 12-hour stream or whatever, but the general vibe is just going to be, you know, my dark and stormy night vibe. But I don't know if I'll be doing anything specific. Maybe I'll do some scary VR experiences, because now I do VR. So, ah, shit, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I think that would be fun, doing some scary VR experiences. No one really watches my VR, but...
There's still a lot of Yagra ahead, but their attention is on the order. Now's our chance to slip through. You seem comfortable with the direct approach.
You know, to be honest, I know I mentioned about Jakarn, but I'm not a big fan of Colleen either. I know, I sound picky. But just let me have this, right? Because Colleen... Oh, that's odd. Just kind of in the middle of the road here. Colleen has a quest in the base game where, like, it's on Betnik. It's like the very end of the Betnik quest. Where you basically see this like this Aelid weapon, and Colleen wants to use the weapon as like a weapon of war against like the other alliances. She thinks that like, oh, we could, you know, think of the death that we could do with this. And if you destroy it, if you don't want to like contribute to the horrors of war, she gets pissed at you, and she is so pissed at you. Like you help her out this whole time. Like the whole time you help her out, just out of the goodness of your heart, and then you destroy the nuke. And she's like, I hate you. And you're just like, I hate you. And it's like, geez, well, fine. Fine then. How long has it been since we had an Undaunted? Because I've really missed having an excuse to do more dungeons. It feels like it's been forever. And I know I don't really need an excuse to do dungeons, but I just feel like if I'm queuing and it's not an Undaunted event, you never know how long the queue's gonna last, so it's a little less... I'm less incentivized to do it. Oh, that reminds me. I don't know if we know enough about Coral Airy, but I actually suspect that Coral Airy might be a Coralania hideout, and not because of the name. But to be honest, what if the name might, like, be some kind of... There might be some kind of idea there, but it's spelled differently. But I do believe that the Coral Airy might actually be a Coralania hideout, like one of their old ones.
Must have been those knocks to the head.
And the reason I think so is because of something that will show up later on. But it's possible that... wait, hold on. It's possible that, oh, here it is, right here. So there's a big Meridia statue in this fucking, what the fuck? 33K. There's a big Meridia statue in this room, and one of the guys is even looking up at it, like what? You know? This is a statue of Meridia in an Altmer ruin, and it never made sense to me, to the point where I always considered it to be kind of like a lore mistake or something at least very confusing. I always chalk things up to being confusing before I chalk them up to a lore mistake, but I was confused by it. And the big Meridia statue makes me think, hey, this could be, because I mean, like, it's an island in the, like, that's part of the Somerset Isles that the Coralanians might have just had, like, a hideout on, and no one really would have known. I think it makes sense. However, I think the main issue is that I don't know when the Coralanians picked up their worship of Meridia, because at the time of their exile, when they would be hanging out at this portion of Tamriel, I don't know if they worship Meridia at that time. We know that they worship Molag Bal, and then Meridia worship seemed to have spiked afterwards. I need to do a bit more studies, but I don't think it's confirmed that they were even Meridia worshippers at the time, but they were Daedra worshippers, so it's kind of like, why not? It's like a Psijic... It's like a Psijic Sea Elf mix. Like, were they working together?
Onward and without fear, creature. In times of great need, I will save you from peril.
There he is.
Keep your voice down.
Is there anything else I can see here that would make me think Coralania? I mean, I'm not really seeing, like, a bunch of Daedric statues, you know? But it's a fun thing to theorize. Oh, God damn it. No, I'm sorry. The card's dialogue was distracting to me.
night at the Ebony Flask, and much less fun.
Out of here.
What if I could, love? Beralian took the letter and medallion when I was...
Oh yeah, that's right. He has important stuff. This dungeon is like over 3 years old at this point, right? Oh my god, that is baffling. I feel so old. I mean, Unhallowed Grave is over 5 years old, you know? I remember watching the stream where they were covering it, because 2020 was the year that I really was following ESO news way closer, because that was the year when I started catching up with like content. Like, we had done Somerset, and then we did Elsewhere, and then like by the time that Greymoor came out, we were all kind of caught up to speed. So I was following the news way closer. I remember doing, trying to do Greymoor on the first day, but there were too many players, they crashed the servers, we couldn't get in. Oh yeah, this bus.
Well, well, look what washed into our Yagra trap. You can surrender or you can become bait.
I surrender. Oh my god! Okay, that didn't work. That didn't work at all. But she gave me a choice. Why did she go for me? What did I do? I think this was the first boss where I started noticing the new target mechanic-y thing. Alright. I think I'm probably faster than you, to be honest. I don't want to flex. But I'm flexing. She's like, you really think you're winning? And then hides and sends all of her soldiers against us. Yeah, kinda. Odd. Boop. Okay, hold on. Hold on. God damn it. Okay, we're good. Oh. Yep. Okay, final boss is next.
Jakar, wait.
See, Colleen, they already dealt with Cyrodiil. I owed her a lump or two. Aha! She had the letter. No sign of the medallion, though. Aurelian must have kept it
It's
on.
amazing how much of this I already seem to have,
If you
right?
run off again, so help me, I'll break your knee.
Since when are you so concerned about my well-being?
Okay. Oh, they want. What do they want to sneak? Oh, they don't want to. You don't want to get attacked by griffins. They're being attacked by a giant crab. Why are we sneaking all of a sudden? They're being chased by a giant crab. Okay, okay. I wonder how that's going for them. I don't... Oh, shit. They don't want to beat up the griffins. I admire that. But they're still being attacked by giant enemy crabs. Oh, shit. Yeah, someone's dead. I'll take care of this. Sorry, you guys went way ahead. And I, you know, if I can't lightning dash, I was the speed of a normal person. There we go. Hi, Vlad. I thought I'd seen you on... I guess I... No, I thought I saw you on Discord. But I do know I do know I haven't seen you on Twitter and stuff for a while. Why is this guy just in a cart? In a cart. Oh, God. Wait, wait, let me in.
The time is nigh. Long last, break my chain.
Wait. I'm coming. Yep. Okay, I'm here. I am so ready.
Supplicants detected.
What have you evaluated? Look at the reflections.
Analysis of two-thirds efficiency. HE protocols.
There we go.
My spirit must breathe in the damp once more, and it is glorious. Use this power and break the final ward.
A little demanding, but okay. What if I want to use the power for something else?
Along your path I leave tokens of my gratitude. Gather them unto yourself. And
Oh,
reach
that's weird.
them.
I just terminated my way through that shit. I don't want to make the griffins mad. We're gonna have to beat up griffins before we're done here, you know? That's just how the dungeon works. Final boss is griffins. Some of it's been busy for you IRL. Music producing, trying to find a side job. This application as a music designer for Future Silver, the Hedgehog. Fan game, but it got denied. Yeah, I've tried doing music for fan games before as well. And it's a, yeah, it's a rough gig. It's like even if you get picked up for it, then it's like you gotta hope that it goes through. And if it doesn't go through, then you might not get your pay if they offer any pay, you know? I've done music for, you know, like whole things that just never get released. They keep dying. I swear to God, it's like they die immediately. I don't even see their health go down. Is that me or is that them? I don't know. So what is a power bash? Thank you, Sandy is overrated too for the follow. It's appreciated. He said, what's a power bash? I blocked, but it kills me each time. I don't know. I mean, I would assume it's just an attack from these big guys with their shields. Her new pizza place is going to open. It's going to be open, so you thought you might work as a pizza maker. Heard it's a Chicago style pizzeria. At least you get paid making your favorite food. Yeah, that's a bright side. Does the giant language in Elder Scrolls have slurs? I don't think so. Not that I know of. Are you interested in anything else about the dragon language? I mean, I'm sure there's something like, you know, like curse. Like you might have something like stupid or whatever. We're not doing hard mode? Alright, that's fine. Something I remember about this boss is that there's a lot of, like, strip AoEs. Or what I like to call ribbon AoEs. They're more like roads of damage. Why are you rooting for the Griffins? I am the good guy here. Don't you know? Crap. That's just way too much damage for that guy. Way too much damage. Alright. He says the AoE. Yeah, I know. Holy shit. Oh my god, that hurt. What a strike. Christ, I just can't. Like, I literally just can't. Like, if I get struck by that lightning, I'm gonna go flying, aren't I? Oh my god. Okay, I can't res while the boss is at... Ow! It just felt like if anyone would know the answer to that sort of question, it'd be a dragon. Well, I don't actually speak the dragon language, but I know quite a bit. In fact, here is all the information you need about the dragon language, right here. We have a word for savages, word for beautiful. Yeah, we're gonna move out of the AoE once the AoE drops, because that's just way too strong. Okay, so the boss should not have turned on... Should not have turned on this DPS, but... Ow.
We'll wash away all their foolish plans, and you with them.
Probably should have held on to the barrier, to be honest. She dies so fast, I swear to God, I can't even catch her. Can we taunt, please? Can we taunt? Can we taunt, please? Please, 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 can we taunt? Can we taunt? Can we taunt? Thank you, thank you, thank you. They must be running out of resource. I'm gonna toss some more orbs. So that doesn't happen again. There's the AoE. We don't want to be standing in that. Let's back away from it. He's going to be standing in it anyway? Nope. Okay. Oh, smokes. No, 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 no. Come on. Come on. I got you. I got you. I got you. Hold on. I got you. I got you. I'm not letting you go. Holy shit. Oh my god. Okay, well, the Griffin escaped. There you go. Now Leaf is happy. Send order swords, I somehow already had it.
We can pretend this little detour never happened.
It's gonna take a lot of bribery for me to forget this, Jakar.
Wait, did I not... Wait, have I not done this on Veteran? Wait, what? Are we being legit? Is that, like, legit what just happened? There's no way... okay, well, I didn't have these, but that's not too surprising. Appears they do have a word for maiden and no, so you can hodgepodge those to call somebody maidenless. Okay. Sorry. I saw a portal. I just imagine, like, that's like a dragon shout that just makes you feel bad. Like, that's the effect of it. You just feel incredible sadness. So I would assume there's this is a Sloan that's probably been here for a very long time, maybe even since the Thracian Plague, which was quite a while ago. That would be like the 2200s. I'm just judging by the theme of this year and like, I don't know. It just seems to make sense. Oh wait, no, hold on. No, wait, yeah, that makes sense. Especially since we see like Sea Elf and Psijic overlap happening here, and it kind of makes it sound like it gives me the vibe of Thracian Plague era, because you don't usually see those groups working together. Man, those pearls. Oh shit, tanks down, tanks down, tanks down. Tank is up. I just filled the soul gem somehow. I imagine if a dragon used Zoom just to roast you, it would feel pretty terrible, especially if it was fire breath. Which would be Yol something. That would be quite the roast. This cave is massive. I mean, look at that. Creature? Calling me creature? There we go. Time served. I got an achievement. I'm getting so many achievements. And Thrascraft breaches for as a lead. Was that my first veteran Coral area? That would be baffling. Like I can't even register that. Is that was, and I got a memento for it. I got Drowned Cobalt as a color, as a dye.
Ready to move out.
And I got Time Serve, find and release the prisoner in the depths of a veteran corollary. It's like, wow, that's huh. So Guardian's Frozen Shard. A glacial fragment from the body of one of the Timeless Guardians found in the Coral Area. It freezes anything it touches. Oh, including me. I probably shouldn't have touched that. That's kind of fun, though. Now I take this portal. Okay, so let's see. What is how would you say that? Nid. Nid? Is that how you say that? Like N-I-D? Nid means no. And then Maiden Vadin Nid Vadin. And then like everyone's like, oh my god, what's he saying? And then like this guy just starts crying. Nid Vadin.
Watch your pockets.
And my backpack.
I'm almost curious what some outfit with a name as puffed up as the Ascendant Order was doing lurking in a tidal cove like some pirates. Don't suppose it matters after what you did to them. Good work, Undaunted. I've killed Hearthwives with more spine. Take the pledge and prove otherwise.
Yeah, I'm stuffing my face with dinner. So why are my frames so good right now? Like, they're normal right now, so like, what gives? I don't know. It's only been an issue like the past few days. You know, I should start doing like world bosses. I think a good way to start doing world bosses for like my weekly is I'm actually going to start picking up them on Solstice. People are generally doing these. Ahem. The professional advice: are there good paladin type motifs one can get without selling your soul to Todd? Paladin types like we're talking like a warrior Sendar kind of a vibe. Cause like how would you describe a paladin exactly? Bulky white gold shiny plate armor. Okay, well for colors, that's you know, whether or not you have the colors, so that's kind of up to you. But getting divine gold, which I would probably say that you should probably try to get divine gold. You can do that just base game. You don't need to buy anything.
Called Attack the Palace District. You were there to your
And it's way easier to do these days compared to like how it used to be. So let me go to the outfit station here. Okay. Let's look at outfit pieces. Let's see. I would say you want something heavy, right? You want something. You do have ESO Plus already? That's good. That might help a bit. But I don't know if it's like I don't know if it's necessary for this. Maybe, I don't know. Cuz like some of these might be like from DLCs. You might want to grind them yourself if you don't want to buy them. So let's see. Bulky. So do you want to go for like something kind of like I was thinking maybe Steadfast Society for like the Stendar vibe, but I also kind of want to see if maybe we should go like Nedic for like the classic knightly vibe. But yeah, let's look up Steadfast. Steadfast Society helm. This could be good. Let's do Steadfast Society. Let's do Curious, but this is a bit clothy, so I don't know if you'd like the cloth. But I do think you would like the helmet, at least. Pauldrons are decent. Hands are good. No, I actually don't have pants. Look at that. Sabatons. I think the chest piece is it's a little bit too clothy for something like a paladin. So Steadfast Society helm is really good. Let's try to do something a bit heavier. Let's go to heavy, and then don't show locked. Well, I guess showing locked would be good, because, like, it's not about what I have. Yeah, it's a little bit too showy. Your NyQuil is kicking in. You feel like sleepy? I want to find something like very Breton-ish. I think that would help him. Some of these are a little bit specific, so let's go up a tad. Cerebonic Marine? I don't know, maybe? It's a little bit sharp, right? You can get you can definitely see the Sister's Guardian, maybe. Maybe. Alright, well, you have a good sleep, Leaf. Thank you for stopping by. Shield of Senchal might be good. Here's Shield of Senchal, which is pretty heavy looking. I'm trying to find something with as little leather as possible, because I feel like you want something heavier than that. House Mornard could be good. Do you like more armor equals more good? Yeah, exactly. Do you like wolves? House Mornard has like a wolf vibe, and this is pretty good with the armor. You got like a little bit of like looks like the padding on the sides, but armor-wise is pretty ornate, and I think it could look pretty nice in certain colors. I'm not gonna save any of this, obviously, for my character, so I'm just gonna let's just randomize dies to give you more of a feeling on what this could look like when it's more flush. This is a pretty good colors put together here. So what do you feel like about the chest plate? Because this chest plate is House Mornard. This is something you can definitely just straight up buy off of guild stores, and you can also just buy this off of guild stores. Show you for something a little bit more knightly than Vikingly. Well, this is a Breton style. Greymoor is a little bit fancy. Now there's the classic Breton, you know? Like, you can just go with base game Breton, but how about Ancestral Breton? What if I did Ancestral Breton? I don't own Ancestral Breton, but what does that look like? Ancestral Breton... Curious? How does this look to you? Wider? Well, it might be a little bit wider depending on your character, because my character isn't very wide, right? Exactly. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a good candidate. That's good. That's good. I was worried that we might be. Well, I was gonna say running out of options, but honestly, there's so many options. Okay, so that might be the best one I can think of because it is Breton, right? And so you're probably gonna want to think about knights. Oh, but wait, what if? If you want something knightly, then I should probably avoid Imperial styles. I gotta pick out like Breton styles for the most part, because like Breton and Nedic. Do I have any like Nedic things? It probably wouldn't be under that name. I know there's a style, like a Nedic style. I don't remember what they called it. It was called... I don't even know if you can get it anymore, though, to be fair. Because if it's like a signature style, I don't know. But I know they had, like, an early Imperial... Not that one, not that one. This one's also Breton, but again, it's like I don't know if you can get it anymore. Knight Aspirant, but it's a little bit too clothy for a paladin. Lion Guard, but I don't know if, again, I don't know if you can get this anymore. I forgot I had that. Ooh, look at that. Forgot I had Zenithar Battlesmith. I totally forgot what the style was named, but there was a style that was like, it was like really early Imperial Knight or something, and it had like a kind of like a Pelennor vibe to it a bit. But again, that was probably for like an event, and it wouldn't be very useful to point out. Here's Westfield Legion. It might be a little bit too flexible looking, though. Westfield Legion. Trinimac. Trinimac, but it's a bit ornate. I don't know if you want that. I'm trying to avoid base game ones, because base game ones generally don't, like, they don't dye very well. They tend to look like body paint. So I'm trying to avoid going to, like, base game for my suggestions. There's House Hexus, but it's got a big like Imperial diamond, so that might be a little bit too, unless you have like a red aesthetic, like a red accent. I don't really know if that would work. Ah, I got a message. It's too defenseless on the arms. Yeah, I mean, like, I wish I could put up more signature ones, but signature ones I just don't think you can get anymore. If you're looking at ancient ancestral Breton, you're gonna need to get the lead, because it is something that you have to scry for. So that requires a lead. If you're interested in, oh, you think you like ancestral Breton? How does one get it? Hey, I was answering before you even asked. You need to get a lead for it. So, if you're familiar with scrying, you basically need to get that lead and then scry it, and then you can acquire it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look up where you can get that lead. Okay. I have the information. The antiquity lead for this motif can also drop from High Isle coffers. Oh wait, no, hold on. That's during the Legacy of the Breton event. How do you get it other than that, then? How do you get it outside of that? Hold on, give me a second. Okay, this person says, you can do treasure maps for High Isle. You can get leads for the pages, from High Isle treasure maps. It's pretty low, though. I don't know if they've changed it. Antiquity leads for ancestral maps are acquired from treasure map chests. Ancestral Breton is from High Isle treasure maps. You can only get the leads from treasure map chests. Now, I don't know what the odds are. But let me check something extra really quick. Do you play on PC? Or do you play on, like, console? Okay, play on PC. Okay. Alright, give me a second. Yep, wait. Sharp got mad at me. I didn't even change nothing. Sharp, why are you mad at me? Like, seriously, Sharp. Grow up. Okay, PC EU. Okay. Right. PC EU. Can I change that? There we go. Okay, they run a little bit. If you get them in guild stores, like I'm looking at them right now in the Tamriel Trade Center, there's some guild stores that have them, but we're talking like 35,000 at the cheapest. But I think it's worth it, honestly. But yeah, Tamriel Trade Center right now is showing me, like, I'm gonna post the results for you. If you want to immediately just run over to these places. Sometimes they're already taken, obviously, but... Yeah, 35k for the chest. This is for the chest. I think the chest is really what you want the most. You can make other stuff work with the chest, but the chest is probably what you want the most. Steadfast Society is the helmet. That is going to be way easier to get. Steadfast Society for the helm is going to be way cheaper. You want the whole thing, the whole book, like all at once. That might cost you a bit if you can manage to find it. That's gonna cost you a lot. Let me see if I can find it. No, I can't find anyone selling the whole. I mean, like that's a book. That would be crazy rare. I mean, maybe there's a chance of getting it if you just if you grind, but I say that you should just do treasure maps in High Isle, and that way, I mean, if you want every piece, you'll like never be upset when you get a lead, because you're gonna be getting a lot of leads. Well, okay, to be fair, it sounds like the drop rate is pretty low for those leads. But at least you're never going to be going, whoa, shit, I got, you know, shoulders and I wanted the chest. Because if you want all of it, you will probably not be disappointed. Never done treasure maps, never done scrying. Okay, okay, so... I got some treasure maps on me. In fact, I have a High Isle treasure map right here. So, treasure maps essentially show you a drawing of a place, and you just go to the place that looks like this place, and then find a chest. It can be kind of hard, specifically if you're new to a zone, because you're like, oh, I don't know this place. But as time goes on, I mean, you could even just Google, to be honest, if you want. I mean, I'm not the kind of person to do that, but if you really want, you could just Google where this chest is online. But I know where this is because I played for so long. But like, yeah, so you would get this picture, and then there would be a chest here. You just go up to the chest, you dig it up, and you might get a lead inside. So let me explain how the leads work, because that's going to be a little bit more involved. Alright. I'm going to explain to you scrying. So for me to explain scrying, you're going to need the Greymoor DLC, which you have because you have ESO Plus. And so you have this DLC is like 5 years old, so
Can't even hear myself think.
all right. So in the city of Solitude in Western Skyrim, there is a building down the way right here. It'll have the symbol on it. This is called the Antiquarian Circle. All right. So when you go there, I don't remember what it looks like, but you'll see a quest to pick up.
Is the storm over? Are we safe? And did you see how much damage?
So once you do the quest in here, you essentially acquire the ability to scry. Now, what is scrying like? I will show you. To scry, essentially, you will get various leads as you play the game. In fact, you've probably gotten several that you might not have even noticed. But you get leads as you play the game, and you can access your leads through your journal. It's a little icon here. It has the same icon as the one on the Solitude map right here. It's a same icon. So you get all these leads, and these leads can be used by let's go ahead. I already have this 13 times, but let's go ahead and find this. Let's double click it, and you get this thing, and it's like, oh god, this looks complicated, but it's not complicated. Essentially, you just have to make sure to highlight each one of these, right? So I would click on a similar shape that is connected to a similar shape, like that. And basically, as you keep leveling up, it'll get like harder, but you'll get buffs that you can use to make it easier. So this is like the hardest difficulty, I think. It won't be this hard when you start out, but essentially I have my own little tools that I use to make it easier. I just need to make sure that I touch all these. And once all of them have been connected, all 6 of them, it shows me where the treasure can be found, which is over here on this side. Right here. I'm going to need a journey here to find it. Now, the whole scrying thing, they'll run you through that in the quest, and they'll teach you how to do that. I'm going to show you something that they don't really teach you very well. So I'm going to way shrine over here. Okay. So yeah, I'm going to show you a tip that I don't recall them ever teaching me. So let's go to the dig site. It's going to be up here by the frozen coast.
Here we go.
Frozen coast delve. Trust me, once you start doing this though, like I can do this in my sleep now, so you get used to it. Okay, I am now currently in the dig zone. How do I know that? Well, if you look up at my compass, it's blue. I mean, like, if you look at my compass now, when I leave the dig site, it stops being blue. And now it's blue again. And you can just check on the map too, you can see if you're in it or not. But that's just a good way to tell if you're in the dig site. By the way, scrying like this, you can get lots of very cool things. And they keep adding stuff, like, all the time.
Building up a stash.
So,
Good thinking.
this is something that's really, really useful to learn. It's useful for so many things. You can get so many good things from this. Be it, like, for your character, for your house, for your gameplay. Alright, so, now that we're in the treasure area, how do I find the treasure? I can't. I mean, like, do they expect me to search this entire area? It's huge. But I know a trick. And that trick is that I can use the Antiquarian Eye, and it shows me the direction to go. It says, go this way. It wants me to go southeast, and it says it's southeast. So eventually, if I keep going southeast, I will find the dig site! That saved me a lot of time, right? So, here's the thing, though. You need to make sure to reach into your tools and put the Antiquarian Eye in your tools. So just make sure to do that. You can click on it from the menu, too, if you feel like it. But that will save you so much time of your life, oh my god. I did not know that when I started scrying, and I spent so much time. I scryed literally 100 items before I figured this out. Alright, so that's how to find stuff when scrying. I'm going to now go to the final step of scrying, which has a whole other level. Because it's not as easy as just digging this thing up, unfortunately. Alright, so here we have another system. We basically just have to find the item and dig it up. You can also find some cool bonus things as well and get rich off of that. But we are going to start out. We're going to find where the item is, and we're just going to dig it up. We have a few tools here. We have the auger, which is that thing that we use. We have a hand brush, which we can use to kind of like just scrape at stuff. We have a trowel, which can be used to dig down in a one spot, to dig down really, really deep. And then a shovel, which can do a larger area of digging, as you can see here. But why dig before we find out where it is? So I'm gonna use the auger to feel around. It is not here. Like, you see this? I click on this and it's red. It is nowhere near here. I don't want to check there again. So let's check over here. A yellow is closer. Yellow is close, but still nothing. Green. All right, we've got it. Green means that we've got it. Green is confirmation that you have now hit the item. And so basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to figure out, okay, the item is in this area. So, I am going to now dig it out. You have a timer above, which it's not an actual timer. The timer is basically just your attempts, right? It's not actually ticking down time. It's basically saying, like, the more you clear from an area, the more that time goes down, right? I'm at 14 hours. And now I'm at a little under 14 hours. So the more I click, the more time goes down. So basically, a good tip is that if you basically make an area all the same level, like you can see this, this, and this are all like the same level, I can then, let's make this the same level, and then let's use my shovel, and my shovel will dig out that whole area, right? So that's what I want to do here. I want everything here to be the same level. Use the shovel, and it digs pretty deep. So I'm just going to go ahead and unearth, and we got our antiquity. Something you want to look out for is these vents on the sides. Vents, if you hit them, they can cause like explosions that can damage or destroy your antiquity entirely. If you dig too deep, you can destroy your antiquity if you accidentally hit it or whatnot. It's happened to me a lot, you know. But honestly, I find it very relaxing. I find this whole thing to be very relaxing and rewarding. And I even got some bonus treasure for my trouble. I got more bonus treasure. Time ran out, but I got what I needed, and I even got an extra lead for the Silver Nord drinking horn. So now I can just I can mark that as junk. You can make good gold doing this, but yeah, what at first might seem like a very labored thing will eventually kind of become second nature. But here's some cool things that you can get from scrying for leads. You can get style pages, like what we were talking about. You can get furnishings. There are occasions where you can even get things like emotes and body face markings. But also, a very cool thing that is very useful, you can collect mythic items. Mythic items are multi-piece
Hold on to that.
items that essentially can give you special powers. So, for example, there is a ring that a lot of people like to use, and to get it, they need to scry, like, say, 7 different leads. And once they get all 7 leads together, and all 7 pieces, they can put the ring together and then wear it as part of their build. I don't know how many pieces that ring has. I don't remember, but essentially that one item is called a mythic item, and it'll do something special, and it'll you can really customize your build with them. I don't use any mythic items myself, at least not on this character, but they're very, very, very popular. They're the only orange items in the game, so the only question you have left is how do you get high elf treasure maps? That is a very good question, to be honest. I'm not entirely sure. They just kind of pop up for me. Let me look. How do you get... I would assume probably just out of doing dailies and stuff. Okay, is there a proven way to farm treasure maps? Okay, it sounds like world events is probably what you want to do. World events is probably a good choice. I didn't specify ESO. So basically, just do dailies. Do your dailies. Do your do world event stuff. I think that you're probably gonna get a lot of them. To be honest, sometimes I get so many treasure maps, I just have to get rid of them because I just get so many. I mean, I even have a High Isle one right now. But yeah, trust me, scrying is something that you're going to enjoy doing for way more than just your style pages. It's something that once you know how to do it, it'll stick with you. What do you mean, like gold? You want to like spend gold on each individual piece? That's fair. I was gonna help you, but if you're EU, I probably have like 10 gold on EU, so, I swear to God, I could have sworn, maybe it's down here. It could be down there, I guess. I mean, wait. No, let's not get too hasty. What if I'm looking at this all the wrong way? I'm trying to find that treasure map, the treasure chest. Okay, it looks like there's like a big opening on the other side of it, and that's not anywhere here. Unless I mean that. Nah, that's not the same thing. That's like a very, very tall opening. So I would assume it's probably down south. It's probably down south. I've got a lot of good memories with High Isle. It was a very rough year for me, but it was... I think that's probably what makes it so special. Because ESO was a nice escape. Oh my God. Well, here's a chest. Not the one I'm looking for, but it's a chest. No lead. I mean, can you just get them out of random chests? I bet you could probably get leads for things for doing dailies. I don't know. I actually am missing some Ancestral Brighton pieces, and I don't really do treasure maps all that often, so it's probably just from the treasure maps. Okay, where... Oh, wait, that might be it. I am distracted by a nerd root.
Always worth stocking up.
Okay. Oh! Is that it? No, that is a rock.
Better overstocked than under.
I mean, it looks like it's in the middle of the water. If it's in the middle of the water... Yeah, there's got to be another one of these gnarly trees. Another gnarly tree, but where? Oh, maybe here? That could be. If it's not there, it's down south. How does one go without... How does one go about acquiring hundreds of thousands of gold? Writs! Do your writs... What's this? An old pot? Examine. Oh, hey! I got a lead! Would you look at that? Painted elk clay pot. I got a lead. For looking at a cool pot. Awesome. Huh. I just never seen that there before. Now let's see if I can get that treasure chest. I know it's here. I know it's on Eminos. It's gotta be. Those big trees only show up here. But yeah, do your writs, it honestly really helps to have a merchant on you. I mean, I don't want to be that guy. I know merchants are like really expensive, but like, having a merchant on me, I've made so much gold. Basically, I won like a raffle back in 2019 or something, and I decided to get Fezes, the merchant, with my raffle crowns, because I thought to myself, it would probably be an incredible investment. Like, yeah, I could get some like really shiny things, but I thought to myself, this could like help me out way in the future. It's one of the best choices I've ever made. I was so right. That was like the best investment of crowns that I've ever made. But yeah, merchants are kind of expensive. I mean, I forget how expensive though.
Good to get stocked up.
If you're playing with like someone else that has a merchant, you can always use their merchant, you know? So like that could work. Imagine if you like couldn't use someone else's merchant like in a group. That would be so annoying. Okay, here's another one of those gnarly trees, but again, I'm not quite in the right place. Another gnarly tree, but this one is on land. That's a no-go.
Building up a stack. Good thinking.
Huh. I know it's gotta be down here. I mean, like, this isn't it, is it? I don't see... I mean, that's a big opening, I guess, but not... Is there anything else around? There's a nerd root. That's pretty fun, but not really what I'm looking for. Yeah, I need to look at the shape of the tree. The shape of the tree is important. This points to this. Okay, well, what does that look like on the map? Nothing, because it's connected to land. Okay. I'm gonna check over here then. Chest. Crap.
That jingle of coin. Always a comfort.
But yeah, again, I'm just saying this again because I said it at the beginning and I said it, I think, at some point in the middle, but I'm going to say it again. It seems like, I mean, it technically hasn't been a confirmed thing, but it seems like my vacation for the end of October is going to be happening. So, just like last year, I'm probably going to be getting a week off, and I will be spending it doing probably a stream every day. So it's going to be like 9 streams in a row. Actually, it'll probably be like 10 if we're including Friday. And I don't know if I'll be doing any spooky things, but I'll definitely have a spooky vibe. And I'm thinking about doing some spooky VR stuff, because that's like, you know, I do VR chat now. I think that could be way more fun than me playing like a scary game. Would be me doing scary stuff in virtual reality. So I might do some of that. Okay, yeah, there's not a lot of lush foliage out here. It's very cold and rocky. Nerd root.
You could brew something nice with that.
Anyway, so that'll probably be starting on the 24th, I think. Whatever is the Friday before the last week of October.
You could craft something nice with that.
It'll be like right after the Rising Wall event. Because I'm assuming it'll end at that point. It'll probably be over at that point. Honestly, it'll probably be like at the beginning of Witches' Festival. If I had to wager. Assuming that's going to be happening. October's gonna be fun for me. I got some dental visits to do and all that stuff. I think it's gonna be like the final boss of my dental visits, because like we're gonna be finishing stuff off. It's like I've got all the insurance I'm gonna have, so go ahead and hit me. My excursion that I talked about, I didn't get my insurance didn't cover for that, which is pretty sad. I didn't really expect it to. I literally just, anytime I have to get something done, it's like I just get in the mindset of my insurance will either barely touch it or they won't do it at all. That's just the best mindset to get into. What do I pay these people for? Oh my god, here it is. What the fuck? I'm so stupid. I made it. I think
spend all of that in one place.
I must have been looking at the thing. It doesn't look the same though. Am I really like, okay. No, wait, no. Oh, there it is. That's the thing. It's not a hole. It leads into a rock. Ugh, okay. I thought it was like a hole inside. My inventory's full. Of course it is. I got a branch. It's because I didn't sell. Again, Fez is a lifesaver. Thank you, Fez. I just made 1,000 gold. But yeah, do your writs. Do your writs on like a bunch of characters. That'll get you rich fast. Alright, so, I am going to be probably just ending off. Because, you know, I was just planning on a bite-sized stream today. I don't generally stream on Tuesdays. This was kind of a spur-of-the-moment thing. Tuesdays, I think Tuesdays and Thursdays are like my most common streaming days outside of the obvious Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Good news, you remember that you really like the Lucent set in the store, or in the Ancestral Breton, and it costs like 70k total for each piece, sword and shield. Okay. Lucent, huh? That is what I'm wearing for my, I'm wearing some Lucent. I'm wearing Lucent Sentinel helmet. And I've got epaulets. I was thinking about maybe, I was thinking it might be a little bit too fancy for you, but hey, if it works for you. I think it would look really good in gold. Look into getting Divine Gold if you don't have it. But yeah, if anyone wants to know my regular stream times, I'm usually live Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Friday is around like 11:30 p.m. Central Time. Saturday is usually 8 p.m. Central Time. And Sunday is usually like 6 or 7 p.m. Central Time. So, Those are usually my times. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, I don't generally stream, but I decided to just do it today because I felt like it. That's the next goal. Alright, well, I wish you luck with that. I hope to see you again. I will be raiding you guys off to someone. I have to figure out who I'm going to raid you guys off to. Give me a minute. Let me see. Alright, I found someone. Thank you guys so much for being here. It is appreciated. I will see you probably on Friday. I doubt I'll do a stream before Friday. So I will see you on Friday. Bye.